I mean, this game was a tough game. Obviously, we made it a lot harder than it needed to be. I thought at moments we kind of lost control of the game. Credit to the Galaxy, but overall, I mean, we got the result, and that's the most important. I think it was a huge win for us, and most importantly, give it back to our fans. They're with us in the tough times and the great times, so it was great to kind of give back to them.
Hey, Kellen, congrats on the victory. I know it was a big game. Can you tell me what you guys did in the midfield? Because it seemed like you guys really limited what they could do, at least in the first half, and in the midfield there.
Yeah, I mean, we just closed the space. Obviously, um, the midfield for them is very key with Ravalosin and Delgado. So I think just limiting their space and closing it down and kind of making the passes predictable. So we're able to get pressure and, win a lot of balls in midfield and obviously advance attack from there.
Can you talk to me about Jose Cifuentes? Obviously, he got 2 goals today. What have you seen from him? Obviously, not just in today's game, but in practice.
Yeah, no, I mean, he's had an incredible year. I think he's put a lot of work in the training field. A guy that's been beaming with confidence and it's been showing on the field. I think he was rewarded with the 2 goals, but I think collectively he's done a lot of great things for our team, and it's so exciting for him to continue to be on the score sheet. He's a very important player for us.
Well, can you describe the emotions in the locker room and for you personally, what it's like to feel this victory in El Tráfico?
Yeah, I mean, a lot of excitement. Everyone's happy. Obviously, we had two key additions, so obviously it's a little bit more with the great atmosphere in the locker room, and I think just some relief in a sense. We've had two not so great results, so to finally get that monkey off our back was actually just a huge accomplishment for all of us, and we're able to move forward from here.
Speaking of those new additions, how was it like meeting Gareth, seeing him out there with you guys on the field, congratulating him, and just getting to experience at least the victory and that side?
Yeah, I mean, obviously, I just talked to him pretty briefly, but I mean, we're all excited to have him join our squad. I think he's going to be a key addition. It's only going to make us stronger. So we're excited to kind of get him incorporated. And I think it was huge for him to be a part of the celebration, and part of the atmosphere, and to really enjoy the bank and the 3252. So I thought it was really important for him to be a part of that. And we're excited for him and Georgia to be part of the squad.
Hey, Kellen, those 2 additions, do you get a feel for what this team can be with them that you aren't now?
Yeah, it'll definitely be stronger. I mean, they bring a different dimension that we didn't have. I mean, with any addition, guys with a lot of experience, guys that, veteran leader, veteran presence, guys that play at the highest level. So I think they're not only gonna encourage guys around it, but also bring that competitive edge. I mean, we all want to be on the field, and so now it's gonna make everyone uplift their game to be on the field. So I think it's very important for everyone to kind of just keep bringing it, be competitive, and be ready for each and every game.
I will go to Zoom. Go ahead, Crystal.
Go ahead, Jose. Okay.
Thank you, Crystal. Hello, Kellen. Congratulations on the win. You mentioned at your first answer that in moments you lost control of the game, which is why Galaxy scored twice. Is that something part of the game? Like it's impossible to have like a total position 90 minutes to be coming at the whole time. Is that correct to the Galaxy, or it is something you didn't do in that period of time?
I think a combination of both. I mean, Galaxy is a good team with good players, and I think what we did in the first half compared to the second half when we weren't able to close the space down, they were able to break lines, advance attack, and get in behind us. And I mean, that's a testament to their game. I mean, they do that over and over again. That's how they get a lot of goals. And so for us, I mean, we've got to fine tune those things, clog the middle, make the game more predictable. I think for us, it was just too big of spaces, and they were clever in their movement, and they were able to be intricate with these passes and get behind us, and I think we lost that bit of edge in the game, and I mean that's how they were able to score 2 goals.
Just last question. If you got the assist on the first goal. If you could kind of talk about that, what you saw on that play and on the corner.
Yeah, I mean, for me, on the corner kicks, I mean, I just try to put it in a dangerous area for the big boys to challenge for it. I think Sifu did a great job, good run. I think he's a little unmarked, went up, and he made my ball look good. So I mean, I'm just happy to contribute to the team. But I think collectively as a group, I thought everyone put a solid shift in and was able to get the result that we wanted.
Yeah, we saw an exciting match tonight. I think everybody went home a happy sports fan. But I'm most happy for our fans, most specifically 3252, who always are there for us. And yeah, these victories are for them. And if every game is like this against the Galaxy, then we are building something fantastic that's already great. So I really enjoyed tonight, and we always enjoy winning.
First question. Katya, go ahead.
So can you describe the overall emotions from the group, from you personally as well, getting to experience a win in El Tráfico, especially being here at the bank?
Yeah, there's in any big game, and this could be arguably the biggest league season game in our league. There's always a little bit of hype and build up, and stats get thrown at me left, right, series and records and all of this. And is it psychological? What is it? What's the problem? But my answer will always remain the same. We treat every game differently because every game has its own story. And tonight we had a little bit more than they did. Game got a little out of control in the second half, but the emotions are important. But we are more, I would say, relaxed and relieved than we are overjoyous. And in the end, it's 3 points in a league match. But the rest, all of the celebrations and bragging rights the next time we see these guys, is for our fans.
What did you see from Sifu in particular in the way he's stepped up tonight?
Sifu is an 8, a central midfielder who is incredibly dangerous going forward. And anytime an 8 scores 2 goals, it speaks for him and his qualities. But he's been doing it all year, and he's been great. I think defensively is where he still needs improvement, and we will work with him and get him there. But he is a high potential player, one of the few high potential players in our team who have a big future. And Sifu is getting closer to maximizing his potential, and that is part of my job, not just to win games, but also to make sure that our players are improving.
Steve, back over here. Defensively, I think Moody and Abiyaga have been playing pretty well lately, and Rollins did a good job today on Grinster, obviously, to get a good game. Was there any particular strategy going in on Chicharito because he seemed to have a quiet night, or what was your overall take on how the back line looked today?
Chicharito is an amazing player. A player who really understands how to move in the box, and his finishing we don't need to speak about. So he's a smart player. He's one who understands that if he stands next to big center backs all day, he's probably not going to do a whole lot. But he finds pockets and sneaks around and floats around. And we showed our defenders these movements all the time. And we didn't do a good job with him in the first 2 games. We did a great job with him tonight. Credit to our back line and especially the center backs. They've been very good the past couple of weeks. Being, trying to have been a defender, I understand that having a basis of a good back line and understanding between them and at least your 6 and hopefully with the 8s as well, so a block of 7 to defend and not too deep is a part of our work and something we work on a lot. We only got into trouble tonight when we defended a little too deep, but other than that, I was happy with the defensive performance.
I know everything today, probably a whirlwind around Gareth Bale, but what does that process look like now? He's available, or are you still waiting for visa stuff? When could we see him? I know he has to train, obviously, first, but when could we see that kind of unfold?
Yeah, I think you saw after the game, if you were out there, how quickly a player gets integrated into our circle and our family here at LAFC. The same went on in the locker room, so we will get Gareth in ASAP. He's ready to go. He would have been ready to go tonight, but I think that may be asking a little too much of somebody to come off the plane and start playing. So we will ease him in just like we did with Giorgio, but I think the group as a whole and our organization has done an amazing job still staying focused on the task at hand, but also welcoming players of their caliber and integrating them into the squad.
Crystal to the Zoom.
Go ahead, Alex, coming down.
Go Scott in front.
Thanks, Crystal. Sorry. Hi, Steve. How are you today?
Great, thanks.
Welcome. What, how will you know how your talks about Sifu? Today he scored two great goals. So I want to know what your thoughts about Sifu and Chicken too. Thank you so much.
Yeah, Chiki and Sifu are, like I said before, highly talented players who aren't finished with their development, and that is another part of our job is to make sure that they are always progressing their own personal careers, but also contributing to LAFC success. And Sifu is a box-to-box midfielder whose first touch is incredible, quite dangerous going forward. He really has it all. His weaknesses, like I mentioned before, are in some moments of the game his defensive awareness. We're working on that with him, and when he figures that out, and I'm sure he will, he is a excellent and complete player.
Last question, Scott.
Steve, can you fill us in on Musovski, what his situation was tonight?
I don't have a whole lot of information other than looks like a soft tissue injury. How severe it is, we won't know until tomorrow afternoon.